What is going on, Capricorn? I'm also Capricorn, so I'm pretty excited about this. This is your first reading from me. I'm going to start doing these weekly, so this one's going to come a little late. They should be on Mondays. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping to listen to this video. I appreciate it. If it resonates with you, like and subscribe. With all tarot readings, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, even if that includes this entire message. All right, so we're going to do... cards are already jumping out. Okay. We're going to do the spread that I kind of made up. But it's the card of you in the center, your situation, your anchor card, and then a message from your guides. Okay, so the card of you right now is Daughter of Swords. Daughter of Swords is Page of Swords. All right? And with Daughter of Swords, it just means like we need a new thought process. And you're starting that. It looks like you're starting that. It looks like, again, you were in a place that wasn't healthy. And swords are all about our thoughts. And they can also be about things that people have said about us. Or situation. Like Ten of Swords can also be situations. Ten of Swords is like, this situation isn't good for you. What's happening isn't good for you. This energy isn't good for you. You need to make a change. And you have. You have made a change. This is your recent past. You have made a change. And that's a good thing. Because you chose, though. You chose, okay, this isn't serving me. So we're going to walk away from this. We're going to start some new habits. And we're going to start investing in ourselves. Which is all about Two of Cups. Is all about self-love. And investing in yourself. Making sure that you are balanced. We all want to be balanced. In science, right? Like, everything is trying to get to equilibrium. Everything is trying to find balance. Like when you're sick, it's your body's way of like fighting something to get back into balance, right? Like phlegm is a good thing. You know, coughing is a good thing. Like feeling body chills and stuff, it's a good thing. I learned that in my anatomy and physiology classes. It's a good thing because your body is working its way to get back to equilibrium. And sometimes it needs help with modern medicine, but that's our whole like universe's desire, is to be in balance. And so it looks like whatever this was that wasn't for your highest and best, you were like, listen, that's not where I want to be, so I'm going to move away from that. And you're like, I'm worth more than that. Like, I know who I am, and I know that, like, no, this isn't for me. This is for me. I'm very confident in who I am. I'm very confident in what I deserve. I'm very confident in my worth. And that's a beautiful thing. It's not cocky. It's not egotistical. It's beautiful to know who you are and to stand in it. And to know what you deserve. And to know that you deserve love and nurture. And to know also how to do that for yourself so that you feel edified and full. There's also the death card. All right. So death is this is just a reminder, I guess, of the red flags, to be aware of them, and to make further changes. This is like saying, like, you dealt with this, all right? There's a few more changes to come that you need to make. When we pull the Tower, it's the universe saying, this isn't for your highest and best, so I'm going to remove this. And it's usually very devastating and isn't something you expected. Like for me, I lost my job, and before that, a couple months before that, I'd had a tarot reading from people that I trusted, and they kept pulling the Tower. And I was like, no. And sure enough, a few months later, I lost my job, and that was the Tower moment. And I thought it was the end of the world, but it wasn't. I moved into a better position, learned different skill sets. You know, like, the Tower is just removing something that isn't for our highest good. But the death is us. This is like not mediumship death, all right? You're not going to die. But the death card is for us to clear what's not for our highest and best. This is a situation, Ten of Swords is a situation that has occurred that you have found yourself in and need to walk away from. It's no longer serving you. It did at one point. It's no longer serving you. This is, okay, Death and Rebirth card. Wow, man, I really love that card. Let's see if I can find it. I like that other decks call it Death and Rebirth. And this particular deck, it's not that I needed to use this. I just like the imagery of it. Okay. It shows a rebirth card, all right? And so death is like, are you going to choose to evolve? Or are you going to choose for this situation to be a toxin and pull you down and keep you stuck? And I think you're going to choose to get rid of this, whatever there's some residue. I don't know if that makes sense. There's some residue from this situation, all right, that you need to handle. And when you do that and you choose to move through it and you choose to cut those final cords, all right, you're gonna keep evolving into like this beautiful butterfly. It reminds me of A Bug's Life when he turns into a beautiful butterfly from Caterpillar. It's really cute. I'm a beautiful butterfly. That'll be you. Beautiful butterfly. But you got some spirit saying, all right. You dealt with this, but you still got this. You still need to deal with this. So let's do it. Even if it's hard, even if it seems hard. That's the thing. It always seems harder than it actually is once it's done. Like, once we cut this shit out of our lives, like, there's actually peace there. There's happiness. There's beauty. There's moving forward in a way that you couldn't even possibly imagine. That's what this is about. And so, deal with your stuff. All right? Let's clean it all out. Move forward. More of this. Less of this. Okay? Even if it's hard. Even if it's a hard conversation. Confrontation is never easy, but it's necessary. It's necessary for growth in relationships and friendships, but it's also necessary to cut those ties and be like, all right, I'm going to move on and evolve and grow and be this beautiful human and not be stuck in this toxic trash. That's what that is. Okay, so now, your anchor card is Daughter of Pentacles, which is you creating a new path for yourself because you've dealt with this. Oh, no more death, no more toxicity, no more grossness in your life from people or environments or jobs or creepy managers, right? Like, no, not cool, not cool. And you know that. And so you're moving in a new direction, which is cool. I mean, you still need to presently deal with this, but it feels like you're going to, and then you get to now evolve onto your next path. So this is your Page of Pentacles, and what's cool here is you also have Mother of Pentacles. It's reversed because you're on a new path and you're learning some new things. You learned a lot from this last situation, but you have more to learn. And that's a good thing, okay? Like, you've got some new things to conquer, some new experiences, some new talents that you don't even know about, you know? Like, you're walking into something new. And it's cool because it's going to create this. All right, so this is Seven of Pentacles. It's just about, like, cultivating new growth. Like, sowing. Pentacles are all about investing in our highest and best and what our soul's purpose is on this life, right? Whatever brings you peace and whatever makes you a good, better person, like you're nice to people when there are shit people, you don't have to be polite to them and you know that. Like, you have boundaries and you separate yourself from them. You know, like, you're just in who you are supposed to be, which all of us are supposed to be striving toward light and love and compassion and empathy. And when we do that, we we like just glide into our life journey, like where we're supposed to be. We meet the people that we're supposed to meet. We find our community. We find our chosen family. We find where we're supposed to live, what we're supposed to do, and that might change along the way. But we're like in our groove, you know, like it just flows, you know? And so this is like your future. Like keep planting these seeds, keep moving forward. Like you're doing the thing. You have a lot to learn still, and it's a beautiful thing, all right? And this is like, okay, so I love these cards quite a lot. Some of my favorite cards, actually. But this card here, all right? So these are swords. So this is Six of Swords. And every deck, listen, I read intuitively. I read how Spirit wants me to read, not how, you know, Ryder wants me to interpret his original, well, not original, but his deck. So here's what's up though. So because you're doing all this work, right, and you're choosing like no, you get to be like this light when other people are feeling this darkness or are stuck here. Like you've been there, and even in like the darkest throes of this, the hardest parts of this, where you didn't see hope, you chose to believe that there was still hope, and you moved toward it. And that's what this card is. It's not being able to see the light and not being able to see hope, but moving toward it anyway. And because this is the person that you are, you're going to help others because of all the work that you've done. You're going to help others find their light too in this darkness. When our light shines just a little bit, like go into a bathroom and light a match, man. See how much light there is and how much darkness is dispelled with that little bit of light. Your little bit of light, you helping others through their shit, okay? Through these hard situations, that brings a light to them. And then they're able to take that knowledge that you passed on to them, right? Mother of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, that knowledge that you passed on to them. And they're able to help others on their journey to start new. Like, oh, I didn't know that's how you handle that. Oh, I had no idea. Like, there's hope. I can get out of this. Yeah, you can. And you get to give people that hope. Because you're doing your work. It's a really beautiful thing. You having hope in darkness, finding who you are in the midst of a really hard life. A lot of different things that you've gone through. Choosing still to walk in a place of your highest and best instead of dwelling in death. It's making you a new person, a better person, a more beautiful person inside and out. And pretty soon you're going to be the Queen of Pentacles. You have some more leveling up to do, right? You have some more to learn, some more to develop, some more to sow. But this is who you get to be, though, for others. This is your future. You know, like, you get to be that light in somebody's darkness. You get to be that encouragement. You get to compliment them or tell them, hey, it's going to be okay, or tell them your story and give them that glimmer of hope that ignites them and makes their life like this instead of this. And that's a really beautiful thing, Capricorn. That's a really beautiful thing. Like, thank you for doing your work. You know, thank you for choosing love and light. Thank you, even when things are really hard, for pushing through and being like, I know there's hope. I know there's something better for me. I'm going to invest in that. I'm going to invest in my worth on this earth. And that, again, in turn, is going to give other people hope. And that's going to trickle. That's going to start like a little forest fire, but in a good way. Okay, that's all I have for you. Okay, take what resonates. Leave what doesn't, even if that includes this entire message, okay? And I will see you again next week.